What's good? Welcome to another video. If we haven't met yet, my name is Ted and I talk bass. If there's one thing that I enjoy as much as I enjoy playing bass, it is software that makes the process of learning music more fun, more efficient. Tomplay is one of those tools. Listen, I am only going to share with you what is practical. I'm only going to share with you things that I believe are beneficial. This is one of those tools. This is different from other software that I have spoken about. It's a different thing. And so this is really for people who are more visual, who want to cut down the time that it takes to search for accurate transcriptions and tablature on the web. A lot of times when you're just searching around, that open source stuff isn't correct. I'm not a huge fan of tab, but if you're going to use tab, use it alongside standard notation, okay? And Tomplay provides that. I'm going to dive right into the features of Tomplay. And if you like what you see, there's a link below where you can get a 14-day trial. If you choose to get a yearly subscription, they will give you a 30% discount off that. So let's get into it. Most of the people who watch my channel are bass players. So I'm just going to go to the sheet music catalog and search for bass. So I'll go browse all bass. And there are several different ways that you can search for music on Tomplay. Look, every song ever written is not on here, but there are 80,000 tunes already on Tomplay performed by real musicians. Okay, so they're live backing tracks. So I'm just gonna do a broad search for the song. How about Footloose? Because that's one I need to get back under my finger. So when I search for Footloose, I see that there's a beginner level and there's an intermediate level. I'm going to choose the intermediate level. I can preview the score, or I can just go on and open the score. And I'm going to do that right now. I can choose to see the notes and the tab, just the notes, or just the tablature. For the sake of demonstration, we're going to go notes and tab. Give that a second to load up. So right away we see this really cool interface, all the play features that you would expect. Also, you can slow down the tempo. You can get a visual representation of your fingerboard by clicking that little icon there. I can choose what accompaniment I want to have, including a click. I'm going to keep the click off. We can also annotate on these scores. We're not going to do that right now. I just want to look at the basic functions and the things that would be really practical right out of the gate. So also, I can change the scroll mode from vertical to a horizontal view. I'm going to move it. I'm going to keep it at vertical. Now, if I scroll, I can see that I have the bass line and I've got tablature as well. Now, this is the intro, so I know you're probably thinking, what about that really cool Nathan East part? Let's scroll down to the chorus. So once we get to this chorus section, anywhere I click, that cursor, any bar that I click on, that cursor is going to move to that bar. So let's listen just to the chorus, and I'm actually going to mute the lead vocal and the backing vocal. Now, this is not the same as other AI tools where you can just separate everything. Okay, you either have the accompaniment, the vocals, and the part that you have chosen that you want to learn. Now, if I want to take out the accompaniment and focus just on the bass, I can lose the accompaniment. I'm going to slow it down a bit as well. Now, I know that that part is really kind of tricky. So I'll click on loop. You see these brackets come up. Now wherever I click, I can loop just that section, which is super helpful. Loop that around as many times as you need before going to the next section. I really, really wish that something like this would have been around. You know, those of you who have been following me for a very long time, you know, I was an adult learner who went back to school, you know, in my 30s, didn't really read, kind of taught myself how to read, and wound up getting a degree in music performance. And so, man, if something like this would have been around during that time, I wonder how much time I could have saved. So Tomplay, I think, is really, really dope for those of you who really want the visual aspect of learning. Like I said, there are 80,000 songs in Tomplay, various genres, rock, R&B, pop, funk. It's in there. So again, there is a link below for a 14-day trial. If you choose the yearly subscription, you get a 30% discount. I'm not a salesman, so I'm not going to sell you on things that I don't think are valuable. I think Tomplay is valuable and definitely worth you at least getting the 14-day trial. All right. So as always, peace, two fingers. I will see you in the next video.